Hello, welcome back. Nice to see you. Today, I've got a Darjeeling for you that is really yummy and a book that kind of knocked me off my stool, so to speak. You know? So, let's talk about the tea. Okay, so my tea is a Darjeeling. I love a good Darjeeling. This one is from Upton Tea Imports. One of the things I love about them is they send you this lovely catalog. A beautiful way to while away a Sunday morning. Not a sponsored video, just one of my favorite tea companies. You can buy all their tea online. And this Darjeeling, and they actually have a lot of Darjeelings, but this particular Darjeeling is Robert Fortune Blend 41. It's Darjeeling and Yunnan. And I like it because it's got like some amber and almost it's kind of buttery. It tastes like this is gonna sound weird, but it kind of tastes like one of those warm, foggy fall mornings. It's got a lot of depth of flavor, lots and lots of good, robust Darjeeling yumminess in it. So again, Upton Tea Company's, it's the Robert Fortune Blend 41, one of my favorite blends, really good. And I do love a Darjeeling. If I've gotten a little burned out on Earl Grey or Irish Breakfast or some of those more oxidized teas, a Darjeeling can really sort of reset my palate. So, Darjeeling, beautiful tea. Now for the book. Girl, wash your face. It's by Rachel Hollis. Rachel Hollis runs the Chic site. I'll put it in the thingy below. I've been reading her blog for a couple of years, and she's funny and very of the moment. But what I liked about this book is there's some very practical suggestions on how to fix something that might be broken in your life. The way the book is formatted is like 14 lies we tell ourselves. And this is very much a book for women, for sure. But that's kind of her thing. That's her demographic. That's who she speaks to. That's who the Chic site tends to speak to, in my opinion. So, but it's about some of the lies we tell ourselves as women. The lie that I'll start tomorrow. The lie that I'm not good enough. That I'm not a good mom. And I don't care how long it's been since you've been a mom like me, you still have that problem some days. Ugh. The lie that I should be further along by now. Man, am I familiar with that one. The lie that I'm defined by my weight or other people's kids are so much more cleaner, better organized, and more polite than mine. All those lovely lies we tell ourselves. It's a problem, for sure. But there were two things she said that just smacked me upside the head. And I'm gonna read them to you because I can't not. They were just so good. So the first one is, don't tell me you don't have it in you to want something more for your life. Don't tell me you have to give up because it's difficult. This is life or death too. This is the difference between living a life you always dreamed of or sitting alongside the death of the person you were meant to become. I read that and I just had to stop and just sit in that for a minute. That to not pursue our goals is to sit next to the death of the person we were meant to become. I can't even tell you how that affected me. That reverberated in my head for a week. Couldn't get it out of my head. It was, yeah. It's still, just rereading it again, I'm having the same reaction. The second thing that I read that was just profound was, you will understand one of the greatest lessons in life if you pursue your dreams, is where she's getting at. The only thing worse than giving up is wishing that you hadn't. So I often think that the one thing that's worse than the feeling of giving up, regretting that you never started, was regretting that you didn't give it long enough to work. So those two quotes in Girl Wash Your Face. Loved this book. So, the daisy. Let's get to that. Okay, our daisy. I gotta give this tea and book combination 5. 5 daisies, because man, the book, like I said, just knocked me off my pins. It really did. I had to sit and really absorb some of the things she was saying a lot while I read this book. It's not a very long book. It's pretty thin, but as you can see, marked a lot of places in it. It's gonna be one of those books I give away to my friends, especially if I have friends who are struggling with their life and trying to figure out which way to go if they're at a crossroads. So, 5 daisies. The tea is a Darjeeling by the Upton Tea Company, one of my favorite online tea companies. Rich, buttery Darjeeling. If you're tired of your regular tea, a Darjeeling could be a nice change of pace. So with that, thank you very much for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell if you want to get notified when I upload videos, which is on Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays nonfiction, Fridays fiction. And until then, or I guess until next time, remember that life is always better with a cup of tea and a good book in your hand. See you next time. Bye.